Oh, you really want to go there? Yes! Everybody say yes. Yes. Everybody say, I'm human. I'm human. Very good. My father's mother was African American, Native American. But the world wanted to call her black. My father's father was Filipino Chinese. But the world wanted to call him Asian. And my mother's parents, Danish and German. The world wants to call them white. So together, my parents are kind of like a white and black mix or a black and white mix. Until I was born, I chose small mocha. We're kind of like a coffee shop. It's a barista's nightmare. Yes, and I was living in Germany for a number of years when I was a kid, and I wore lederhosen. And then we moved to Japan. I lived there for 14 years. And I finally came back to the States. And I felt like a complete alien. What am I in this land we call America? What am I? For you, is it as simple as that? How would you define yourself? You filled out the form, and it said, what race are you? And you filled out, thank you, Asian. Yes, and you filled out, other. What is other? What is other? And a woman said to me, what is your wife? What do you mean, what is she? Well, what is your wife? I said, she's human. Oh! Where is she from? America. Oh! No. Where was she born? America. Oh! What color is your wife? I said, oh! Why do you just ask me that? Flesh tone. Now, as you watch this video, I want you to yell out what you think the person is. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. Yell it out. Whatever you want, whatever you want. White. Okay, keep on going. Girl, thank you, thank you. It can be race, it can be ethnicity, religion. Indian. How did you decide that? You don't know. We don't know. African American, black, what else? Exactly when? Exactly at what point was this person black and now is what? Do not say Connie Chung. Is it okay? Was that? Filipino. What tipped you off? How would you know? Was she speaking to you? I'm going to pause as soon as it's my face. Tell me when to pause. Okay. Yeah? What race is he? What is the ideal? How do we know what someone is or how he or she describes themselves? What is the purpose of separation? Why? Who did that? And we will discuss that throughout this program today. And out of all the inconsequential stuff, out of all the minutia of this place called the universe that we live in, we focus on that. We focus on so-called race because of the width of our nose, because of the shape of our eyes, the color of our skin, the texture of our hair. And this universe, with its billions and billions and billions of stars. And there's an alien from this planet called Zorg. And the alien comes to Earth and he goes, please take me to your leader. It's actually what they sound like. Please take me to your leader. The alien doesn't say, please take me to your white leader, or your black leader, or your Asian leader. Take me to your leader. That is what the alien says. And out of the universe, we have a representative called Miss Universe. Yes, she represents all human beings. It's language. It's how we define what that is. How do we define who we are? Where does that come from? Where's the pain? Where's the hurt? It can be a lot of fun to talk about this stuff, But there is hurt behind this. You think about that. In the civil rights protests and the marches, people died. People died because we have separated ourselves by skin color. We have separated ourselves as human beings into these very small boxes that don't actually exist. We might as well go back to those days when my father had to drink out of the colored fountain. Let's go back to those days. If that's how we really want to do it, if we really want to separate people by color, if you really think that it's that important for you to be different because of your skin color, if you think it's that important, let's go back to those days. Why does the Census Bureau have the power to separate us into races? Where did they come up with it? Was it a bunch of guys sitting at a table going, you know what we're going to do this year? We're going to change it. We're going to give it a different... I'm not sure why I sound like Jimmy Stewart right now, but just stay with me. Where does it come from? Blumenbach was the first one to really define the human race by different skin tones, different skin colors. And he drew a map. And on this map, you can see that on the right side, we have what Crayola crayon used to refer to as flesh color. And you sort of get darker as you go down to Australia and then very dark into Africa. But that was his idea of how human beings were separated by races. Now, if you don't know the etymology of the word Aryan, that is actually Sanskrit from northern India. So people who refer to themselves as the Aryan race are actually saying they're from northern India. So David Duke claims that he's northern Indian. And Hitler would claim that he's northern Indian, which I don't think was his intention. We have 50 trillion cells in our human makeup. We have 6 billion DNA, 3 billion pair of DNA rung. We have 46 chromosomes. And out of that, 0.01% has anything to do with the color of our skin, with the shape of our eyes, the texture of our hair, or the width of our nose. By 1790 was the first census around that time that the United States created, not to define people by color in order to collect taxes. And it was really more about being free or a slave. Now look how many we have. Now these, wait a minute. We have Filipino, Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese. Those aren't races, those are nationalities. And you got Guamanian, Samoan, and then you have that guy from that TV show. His mother and his grandmother raised him, white women. He lived in Hawaii, and he was raised also in Indonesia. So very much like me, he's a multicultural person. But we're going to give it sort of a Hollywood effect to this. This is called the moving to New England effect. Now this is called the Hollywood correction effect. His nose. What if Obama was a weatherman? Let's think about these words. Race. What if we were to get rid of race? What if we were to eliminate race as a category, as a way to define ourselves, and leave the words that actually mean something? So, this box is fragile. I want you to get out of that box. I want you to get out of that box. As mixed as we all are, would it be as simple as to say it with me, I'm human. I'm human.
Get on out of that box. Get up. Get up. I said get on out of that box. Get up. Get up. Are you still in that box? Get out.